Ezreal and Alistar, famously, over the years, has been noted as one of the weakest possible lanes that you can have. Ezreal has gotten a little bit stronger since then, but it is still not exactly giving us a lot of joy.
Ashe has just made it completely through this draft. And I can't believe we haven't talked about the Aurora yet, which, as much fun as Duro is having, we knew Keen wasn't going to just slam Fiora.
Yeah, so I would have preferred that, though.
Well, it would have been more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aurora in Italy doesn't exactly make me psyched about stuff.
I'm looking at this Gen G draft atlas, and...
Yeah, stop.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a boy scenario.
And this is something that we saw with Gen G and Summer in particular. And... in theory, Fearless should make it better in longer series, but a lot of these players have extremely deep champion pools. I think particularly towards the top side of the map. The only one where I can foresee some issues is Duro, just because he hasn't been playing for that long.
Yep.
But you have a...
Gen G's side. See whether they can activate it to jump onto the Rift for game 1. Oh, Gen G fans in full voice here today as we look to see where everyone's going. Where are the lane swaps coming from?
Aww.
And all that sort of stuff.
Duro is matching skins with Canyon.
Oh, that's cute.
That's nice.
It is going to be the lethality ruler as well.
Yeah,
I kind of figured. And we just haven't really seen the on-hit. Which is a bit sad, because the reason we're talking about it is because it's ruler, right? Like, he is probably the best on-hit Varus player in the world, as Raptor is going to be decorated with a bit of a Damwon Gaming logo.
Yeah, over...
Ow, what?
Yeah, over a long career, I think Ruler still takes it. One of my... The first play, though, that I think of when I think of Varus is the Gumayushi 1v2.
Ah, yes,
in recent times. But when you look at it, in terms of like his
I see Goomer is like Goomer is the lethality Varus guy.
Clear, can he live?
Well, it's gonna have to dodge out of the way of a few things, as Canyon is just hitting the turret for now. Lands the spear though. There's the pounce in. Should be able to get the execute as Duro. Gonna have to get out of there. The ramping of the turret does come on through as Keen will be going down, and it is an equalized kill on the other side. But Gen G, they grab themselves the first blood. And so theoretically, the Sandals effect is going to give them a little bit more
Remaining towards the top side of the map as Duro.
Yeah, level 4 for Kellen here, as Duro going to have to use that Eclipse. Manages to taxi his way out, as Ruler finding a bit of damage here, but the six shots are raining down. Yeah, manages to get Conqueror proc, and he's getting some work done. Does have to contend with that the Comet, but otherwise...
him pretty significantly.
Oh! The flash forward Ruler! Calculate, that was like 10 HP. The Soul and Canyon just about his business, which is killing as many creeps as possible. He's losing that battle though. Raptor actually farming very effectively. The grubs are going to be the priority. Gen G already taking one of those. We'll see whether it is going to be some Sandals that are strong that he's able to pick up here by grabbing all 3 of them.
Yeah, should be able to. That's one of the big advantages that Zyra has, is that her clear speed is still insane. But not in a direct fashion. There they go!
Pulverize, in goes Raptor as well. He hit level 6 as the Stranglethorns comes down. That is going to be the bottom lane dead immediately as Chovy looking to try and get something back. But Kellen, he's still at 100 health. He's happy about that one. No one actually able to get over and finish off the cow.
The bot lane, Chovy used Flash. They got nothing out of it. Now, objective is still going to go to Canyon, although Kellen... They're not letting him get away with this one. Oh, can they do it? Yeah, I think Canyon still gets it.
Canyon still gets it.
Unless...
It does get a little bit impatient. Still, no. He's pulled it out far enough. Not enough vision available, and that is going to be the first Dragon going over to Gen G. Next one going to be a Mountain. As Keen down to 50%. Diablo pretty healthy right now. Keen throws down the ulti. Not able to get the TP back, which is a little bit unfortunate here, as Keen is doing a bunch of damage, but doesn't have a whole lot of mana, and is just not able to press any buttons. It's a good job getting through the wave, but I think one more of those, and Gen G are able to grab themselves not only the Sandals of Strength, but also...
yeah, they're going to get it.
I mean, they might just be able to get all of the objectives and the first turret. Diablo is up there towards the top side, getting something done. As never mind, it was actually that was Raptor on the grubs. So
I don't think he has the wave clear.
Yeah, Chains of Corruption going to connect, but he eats the CC very nicely. Just not going to be able to stop this turret from falling down as Keen goes forward. Flash out from clear is pretty nice. Damage has been done though. Some cool shoes able to be purchased once a few items do come in. And gold, very, very even here between the two squads. That one extra Drake does feel very nice, though, as the grubs are going to be evened out as the dust settles. GENG not the cleanest of early games, though, I have to say. Looking a little bit more fellable than they perhaps may have seemed.
Clear needs to back first, needs to catch the wave, so his objective is just going to go. The flash being down for Ruler, though, on the Herald fight could end up being huge. But the big problem for BNK is that they don't have the health bars, no ult on Kellen. So play from Ruler still ended up working out very nicely here.
I like the Fiora option more. As Chovy, he's the one that's elected to head towards the side lane. Makes a lot of sense. As Canyon going to come on in. The ulti does come through as, oh, the all-out. Really nicely timed there from Clear. I think that spear was about to hit him in the forehead. And he managed to sneak his way out. And that is going to be a trade for a turret. Nothing really gained here outside of Clear getting himself out of there.
Going to be turret for turret here, so gold staying about even, but it's so much gold going in the pocket of Chovy, who, thanks to the kill,
is 5v5 here. As Kellen, Hex flashing out once again. Another Grasping Roots is fantastic. The Stranglethorns comes through as well. The flash out from Canyon will have the Primal Surge to try and keep himself alive. But here comes the flanking Corki. Canyon might be able to make his way out, but the pole is so sick from Kellen. 2 on the floor once again. It's the bottom lane eviscerated. And BNK win another fight.
Chovy's TP in the mid.
All right, he's angry, but I don't know whether he's going to have enough to offer back here as Raptor looking for that Rift Herald. Shelly should be going their way. Oh, man. BNK had their Wheaties this morning. That's all I'm saying.
What happened to Kellen?
He's angry. Man is angry. Diablo might be dead, but he's not. True Shot Barrage going to have to be flashed. The turret follows Chovy, and I guess it's calculated. Both of them were on about 40 health at the end.
Top completely obliterates the backline. Canyon barely able to stay alive. And I'm so glad we get to watch this again, because that was a close fight. Again, Diablo's holding onto his flash here. Just tanks the combo. And if Chovy doesn't flash,
he's dead, 100%.
100% will just die. And Diablo gets to hold on to his.
And Kellen's here again. All right, Dura going to be able to stun him up here. Is now Keen. That's a lot of damage. Raptor also caught off to the side. Duro somehow surviving. Does manage to get the heal from Canyon there as well, I'm pretty sure. As Chovy being hunted down here by Bickler. And GENG cannot get a foothold around here. The flanking Corki.
If they can get the Otacon, I think BFX actually have a shot here. They're playing cleanly. It's only Otacon though.
Yeah, and Chovy's now trying to catch the wave. There's another 2-man knock-up as Ruler gets himself out of the way. Duro very deep in there as Chovy trying to be the hero, but he just pops. Goodbye. It's Raptor that's able to lock that one down. And Duro, he makes his way out. But without Chovy, they're not going to be able to win a fight.
Yeah, it's not enough though. Otacon is such a dangerous objective. They might look for the mid lane turret here, and that's Ruler's flash. Gone. Again, Atlas.
Oh, man. This is pretty awesome from BNK. And this is the roster that...
They can do anything about this.
But I mean, they can take it in a turret. Yeah, exactly. Chovy is going to teleport in to try and keep it alive. Solar Flare going to slow them down at least, and Chovy has to ult his way out as the Stranglethorns was just going to kill him. Keen trying to be a hero, but he's still just going to die. Bickler grabs that kill. Clear will get taken out by the hail of arrows, and GENG, if they can keep them interested, they might be able to find a window. These piercing arrows starting to rain through, though. Ruler may have hit some numbers that are going to be able to help them finish off some of these kills, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Both top laners dead, and GENG think it's an Otacon angle.
It's the heal. The heal from Canyon in these longer fights makes a big difference, and now GENG is starting up. This could be the breaking point that they've been looking for. We do have Raptor on the way, but there's no TP available for Vikla.
2 seconds until Keen is up, so he'll have the buff
as
well. Yep. So Otacon is going to go over to GENG, and despite all of BNK's good...
Ruler is the closest. Does mean he can play with reckless abandon. I would like BNK to try and contest this. We'll see. Kellen is on a flank angle, but I feel like Gen.G have gotten a lot better at marking him. Not spotted just yet, though. There's no vision behind them.
Let's see whether the cow can make it happen. Canyon moves over, spots him out. Really nicely done. The rest of BNK, though, are in the area. They're looking to try and set up this. Solar Flare is going to connect. They've killed Clear before. They're going to do it again. But can they win the fight? That's the question, as Raptor will be taken out. Chovy finds the jungler and now gets that double knock up onto Kellen and Vikla. Diablo can take matters into his own hands, though. And that's going to be no dragon for Gen.G because they're all sent back as Ruler teleports in. And I think he's just going to die, ladies and gentlemen. Not able to grab the last hit onto Kellen. And that will be 2 Cloud Drakes.
Damage is put into Clear, which means that Diablo goes untouched. Vikla goes untouched. Might die here.
Yeah, he's getting touched now.
Vikla, no!
Well, Clear is also going to teleport forward. Let's see whether he can find a bit of an angle. The all-out does come on through onto Duro, who is not able to flash his way out of it. So instead, he's just going to be thrown around like a ragdoll, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the end. I feel like supports are a lot more valuable, though, in this particular game than others. Just because Kellen and Duro have been required to start off a lot of these fights. As Chovy getting aggressive, you can understand why. I feel like there's some frustration here in these Gen.G players.
It's up 100%. That's people.
Yeah, we're doing Baron. And so Ruler.
Oh, that's against Zyra, though, in the pits.
Exactly. Keen is teleported over. Let's see what they can do. They're looking for a bit of a turn angle as Clear gets himself the majority of the way out. And a pulverize this time onto 2. One of them being Keen is certainly a good thing as Duro trying to keep himself alive. And Keen is last hit by the Baron. Now Ruler is trying to get what he can down, but he doesn't have his shield anymore. Canyon's just dead. Vikla is on a mission, but he is going to fall. That pulverize from Kellen. My God, this is his best day of his career.
They're doing it, Atlas. It's actually happening.
All he needed was this young gun 80 carry, and Kellen was going to be unlocked. What is this from this guy?
We are on the precipice of greatness. Kellen might die, but who cares? The Baron.
Sort of the POG state after something like this.
You know what is even better? I think we're going to get 2.
Yeah?
Because we're going to get the LCK Cup, and then when regular season LCK
Exactly.
starts.
We may not do one for the LCK Cup because it's a little bit short, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't care. I want to do it now!
We might just do it anyway, as Keen also wants to do it, but I don't know whether he should, as into the backline goes Chovy. It's a decent attempt at engage, but they just don't have the damage. They don't have the options, and Chovy is going to go down. Duro is also going to fall. Ruler just doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the damage. And Gen.G, they're running out of turrets. All right, that one was a nice little snipe, but it just doesn't do very much, right? Like Ruler, yeah, he's got full health and all this sort of stuff, but what's he going to be able to do to this? The grasping roots will find him, and Raptor's able to lock down the kill as well. The spear is going to connect, and Keen does manage to finish off Vikla.
20 seconds on Chovy.
Yep,
Duro's almost
still here. They're just looking to end it. They do not want to give Gen.G any opportunities, but the pounce forward is going to be able to take down the cow. Duro diving in. Oh God, okay, Keen actually doing a little bit of work here, but he does fall for it. And it's only Canyon as far as damage is concerned. Diablo going to be able to find him with that Mystic Shot. Only one more necessary, as he's not going to be able to finish him off. So Gen.G, they live to fight maybe another day. 7,000 gold behind.
I think that they really have the damage. They're going to try nonetheless. Vikla's going to be back up though. We'll see. The problem is that Raptor is Zyra, so can't really just in good conscious approach. I think Gen.G should be able to get this.
Yep.
Raptor does have the Blast Cone.
He's going to blast cone his way over. There's an ulti. It's going to collect Diablo. That is going to be the dragon taken as Diablo's still burning. He gets the shield. Is it going to be enough to be able to take him down, though? That's the question. Blast cone gets Chovy out of there, but Duro not going to be so lucky. And Diablo even able to arcane shift forward to try and offer a bit more damage. Oh, no. The Baron is now going to wear off. It's a decent power play as BNK, to say the least. When you do have these Auroras from the top side, you do give up a lot of frontline. It's only Duro that's really able to offer too much as far as that is concerned. And Keen he's accepted it because he's just going to be splitting here towards the bottom side of the map. The inner turret should be going down here in trade.
I don't know if GENG has the consistent damage. That's the problem. They have a lot of burst, but they're behind, so the burst doesn't feel as high value.
Oh, the ulti going to get Arcane shifted away from as Kellen once again getting to work, but Diablo is the one to fall down. Ruler was the focus, but he's able to pull himself out of there. As Keen dashing forward, able to actually free here, finds another ulti, as Raptor could be in trouble as well. Keen dashes to the other side of the fight, and my god, Ruler's untouched, snipes down Vikla, and B&K, if you lose this game, it's gonna be one of the saddest things ever!
Diablo, no! You would have chosen one!
Oh,
you were supposed to destroy
GENG! The high
GENG!
ground, Diablo! Oh, do we get to go home if they lose? It's too sad. I don't think I can do a game 2. It's
They
too sad.
earned the win! It's
Rulers,
just the free.
Talk about Rulers old flash ultimates and breaking people's hearts, Chronicler. It happens too many times. Or at least twice.
Oh, and then here, the AoE damage is enough, and they need Diablo. They need his damage.
And they're able to grab themselves
Great
the
TP.
Baron.
TP, can they get out?
All right.
Canyon might be dead.
He might just be able to sacrifice himself. We'll
Duro's
see.
gonna
Solar
die as
Flare
well.
is going to stop Kellen on the approach.
They gotta try. I know that they're pushing into Baron. I don't know if they can, but the problem
There are no
is
supers either. That's the problem. They're going to need to try and push this wave in, try and keep it alive if they can.
Too long.
Yeah, they will be able to get this inhibitor, though. That is definitely good.
Cannon's still up. They have to push. It's now or never.
Yep, one Nexus turret has been taken out. They'd still have one remaining. The wave clear is certainly going to be a thing here from Keen.
The wave is gone.
Yeah, so that turret is going to be very, very tanky, and you can see Clear not able to actually fight that one out. Gets himself a decent shield, but Raptor is also now in trouble. Oh god, the pulverize from Kellen! Keen gets onto the fountain, and maybe they're still going to be able to do it. Oh, never mind. Duro comes back. Keen gets pulverized once again, but Kellen cannot fight this turret. Oh god, B&K, they could smell it. They knew it. You felt the desperation.
They had to. They had to, Atlas.
Oh,
they had to try. But it looks like in the end, Keen still comes through. Diablo.
And now Chovy is in the base. He will be able to break an inhibitor here towards the bottom side.
Not like this.
Not like this. Oh, I really do. I feel like Switch on the phone with Cypher, you know? And now we just have to watch APOC die. This is a very scary wraparound, unless Kellen just manages to find him, able to bounce into the other side of the wall. Is now Chovy looking for an opportunity. Yeah, you've got an unbreakable will, but I think you are still going to be dead as Raptor goes golden very, very nicely, but the cow is dead. So's the plant lady. Clear's in trouble. Ruler grabs the double kill. I wanted to avoid the rhyme there on purpose, and GENG are going to continue the push. They lose no one. They've come alive here. I mean, 39 minutes. Like, you know, better late than never. And this is the open door through the bottom lane. Diablo and Vikla, they're the damage, but they're not the front line. It's going to be so hard for them to do anything but desperately try to clear waves.
It's just a devil with a dream. I don't know if they can do it, Atlas. The wave, maybe they can clear it.
Ruler, he lets another flash. Oh, this time Vikla does manage to cleanse it with his QSS, but Diablo is left to the wolves. And both Nexus turrets are now going to go down. They dogpile onto Vikla, and they were this close. And GENG, clean 1-0 in a very one-sided game. Nothing to see here.
This is going to be two teams bashing their heads into each other, Atlas. There's going to be not a lot of subtlety. This is going to be whoever gets ahead early. That I like a lot less. It's really good with the 2v2, right? Because Rel MF is basically a match made in heaven, but trying to play MF into Galio, into Wukong.
Yeah, that sounds like not a lot of fun.
Good luck, Ruler.
Well, I don't know whether Ruler is going to be the main character in this particular game. I think that Chovy and Keen are going to have to run the show. I think it's all about side lanes, it's all about setting up a 1-3-1, and it's all about crushing lanes in the early stages. We know, you know, Galio doesn't mind a melee matchup, but Silas is also very happy to be alleviated in the early stages of the game. So, Chovy, GENG, we're on the ropes in game number 1. Can B&K put them back there here in game 2? Let's find out. All right, GENG fans, very loud, as you could understand. And I think wanting to give them as much energy as possible, as that's a crash down that gets a lot of value. We do have some chains landing onto Callan, as already he's having to get himself out of there. Big taunt from Vikla, as Raptor's able to flash over the wall, but that is going to be a trade of an Ignite for 2 flashes here out of BNK.
Bad news for Atlas. That's not how we wanted that game to start.
Bad news for me?
Well, are you
Oh yeah, we wanted BNK to have a good start.
I don't want to assume. I just thought that you'd be on the same wavelength as me.
Yeah.
In which case,
this is
not ideal.
But I got there. Yeah, no, it is. I would say that was a negative start for BNK. However, maybe they can thrive in something like that.
Thrive in adversity.
Indeed.
Well, they didn't get, no sandals were given out, at least.
Exactly.
Rome in position here. Clear does have flash.
Let's see whether they can lock something down here, as Clear in a lot of trouble. Crash down's perfect, and yeah, Clear nowhere to go. Is going to use the flash to make sure that he gets Keens out, but that is still just going to be first blood going over to GENG. As, wow, Trivia went super far into the sky there. That was very cute. But otherwise, not too much going to occur there.
Oh,
it doesn't have a way of really doing too much here. Is Callan going to move on over? Canyon coming down to look for these grubs. Super Mega Death Rocket. Oh my goodness. Hang on a second. Oh, was that Chovy's? That was Chovy's Super Mega Death Rocket. That's why I was excited, guys. It wasn't his own teammate trying to kill him, as Silas does tend to make it a little bit confusing.
Kind of a power move if Diablo would have had his ultimate. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, Chovy's only level 5.
I'm pretty sure Canyon could have flashed for the final auto there. Might not want to risk. They did not have a lot of vision, I think, in the river. So if you flash and they hard commit, you might be in some serious trouble. As Vikla is
gonna have to flash.
Now gonna have to flash. Keen might be in some trouble here. Does have his ult available, and Raptor is only level 5. So we'll see if Keen can outplay this.
Oh, it's going to be pretty... He's got a fair few dashes, does he not? Yeah, he in fact does.
Mbessa, yeah, I kind of figured. He might have a suspicion. We'll see. Does have his flash and ult available.
He definitely did have a suspicion, but I just don't know whether it's really going to equalize onto anything here, as the double drop from the sky here from these Gallios is pretty powerful. As Diablo might start to get excited. They do manage to take down Trophy, but it's a double for Canyon as well. Now Diablo looking for the triple as Ruler's coming over. There's the bullet time as Kellen eats the Grey Health, but it's not enough, and it's a triple actually in the end for this Xin Zhao. 2 kills going onto the Jinx. Certainly good news here for BNK. Could have been better for them though in the end. A little bit of gold.
Want to try and get 1 grubby if you're Raptor, because we haven't it's only been first blood so far.
Oh,
we are TPing over.
We're committing to this.
He can he can dip. Yeah,
it should be 4-2, and I think that BNK are going to be okay with it. Yeah, okay. So you'll take that as BNK.
Turret. That's fine. Chovy, I think, ulted Diablo there. Diablo's full health, so he's not too bothered. And now Devour is available, and that is going to be a game changer. It does look like they're setting up for it, but this is also opting into a fight, and Duro is making his way over. BNK, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I think BNK know that this is not a fight they really want to be taking at this stage of the game. GENG all grouped up. Ruler pretty close to the front line here, as they are going to engage onto Canyon. Tries to get out. He's able to utilize the ultimate, and I think he might even survive, but he's out of this fight for now. Raptor's out of there as well. The bullet time kind of decent, as in goes Chovy. Kellen burning down, has some Grey Health, and has a heroic entrance of his own. As Clear is going to get engaged on by Canyon from the grave. And the flash forward from Ruler, looking up for some double ups, and they'll just take out all of them. Oh god, the health bars was so incredibly low, and GENG able to, in the end, finish them all off, except for Kellen. Little Catfish will survive.
Again on the verge
of expectation. And we saw it here. Was obviously a real tough one. Wind becomes lightning, Vikla becomes dead. Chovy's going to be able to grab that kill. This combination as well is something that we've seen many times before. The Xin Zhao Silas, as far as a brawling combination for catching people out, it's so scary.
It's disgusting. The amount of CC that you have available, double conqueror as well, was clear.
Yeah, this is a public execution if ever I've seen one. The Make It Rain comes on down. Ruler says, I'm not going to waste my time.
Why would he care?
Yeah, exactly. It's only one person. So Keen is going to be able to pick up that kill. Maybe he told Ruler, he's like, no, man. I put in all the work here. Let me get my killing spree.
Neither of those players have the personality to do the thing you just described. I think they just didn't care. I'm like, I cannot see where Ruler's like, no, it's okay, Keen.
Yeah.
You can take it.
Absolutely.
And Keen's like...
And there's no way Keen actually
like,
cared that much about it, really, to be honest.
No.
All right. Well, it was a fun narrative in my head. As the chains are going to connect here from Chovy, who does have Devour.
Can't devour himself!
But may not have a life. So he is going to be out of Kingslayer and try to escape. The Winds of War will chase him down. Close to 500 gold there for Vikler, as now Canyon could be in trouble as the Cyclone comes down.
It's just so big, man. Canyon, it's hard to get on top of him. Took a while for Chovy to actually go down. That's
right.
Dream as
Diablo is going to get crashed into.
Yeah. Ghost!
Does have the heroic entrance there as well. Diablo going to get thrown out, though. You mentioned the Ghost. He's going to be able to use that and gets excited to take down the Xin Zhao. They're going to grab the horse pants lady as well. And Ruler, I don't think he's going to be able to kill all four of them, although he's given it a good old crack. There it goes. 508 gold over to Raptor. And Keen and Clear were just being top laners in the meantime. And Chovy's like, sorry, guys, I probably shouldn't have just died there to allow you guys to all die yourself by a cannon. But he's got his Kraken Slayer, so at least he should be able to get some of these healthy targets.
The Drake pace has been glacial this game.
Indeed.
So don't have to be worried about that.
And it's going to be a Mountain going over to GENG. Should be able to collect that without too much of a hindrance here. They still have a 2.5k gold lead, and it's going to be an Infernal Soul. So that's some dangerous dragons. Why the gold is pretty close, despite the fact that Diablo did pick up all of those kills prior. So there is item number 2. Infinity Edge going to be coming through afterwards, and then Diablo is going to be hitting like a truck, baby.
Yeah, when we got the full Yontal plus Infinity Edge, we're going to really see. They're going to get there, though, because that Infinity Edge is not going to be done by them. To be fair, I think you're always playing for third item here. If they get that opportunity...
Ruler just kind of walks at them, presses the R button. Not entirely sure about it, but Diablo is in a little bit of trouble. Kellen holding onto his position as the Super Mega Death Rocket just flies wide. A lot of health bars invested into this moment is now Clear coming on through. Public Execution just going to go wide as Chovy is going to land the chains, and Raptor will go down. There is also Clear falling to the floor, and it's a double for Chovy. And before the fight even really had an opportunity to take off for BNK, they just lose the entire top side of the map.
Too many misses there for BNK. Diablo not able to do damage because he gets chunked very early on. Doesn't find the ult, doesn't find the reset.
Duro looking for a wraparound angle. This next minion wave is piling on in. We're going to get the zoom in. There it is. Oh, he just messes it up completely, but they take down Kellen. So I guess it's totally fine. They don't get the target that they're looking for as Canyon is just soloing. What? Okay, Artican is just, will be down eventually, I guess.
He's his heal on red buff, so he's fine. It just takes a long time.
Oh, now there's a heroic entrance there as well.
Bus. That's nice.
Yeah. He's also got some healing for himself as well. So now, as you can see at the bottom of your screen, these numbers are all... Most of a health bar is kind of ridiculous. Level ahead at the moment. At the same time, the Xin Zhao is very, very strong. I reckon, yeah, Canyon and Ono, our certified Xin Zhao players at this point in time, looking very, very strong. I think Peanut also having a pretty good game earlier on today. As GENG, remember they have Artican, so they can't die. They can certainly still kill structures though. So if in this next fight, anyone on BNK does go down, there's nothing but a trade up here for GENG.
It already is, just with the, and they're going to get Soul Point as well.
Goodness me. And they're pretty powerful dragons, as we have seen. Good old electricity mountain fire, feeling very, very nice.
That's the most dangerous type of fire.
Exactly. The electricity mountain fire? My goodness. How does that even work?
Oh, we're not here for the specifics, Atlas. That's up to someone else to figure out.
I'm not a scientist. I am a commentator. We've got Clear going for a bit of a split push. He has had a rough day. His public execution is a little bit private. GENG will be taking down this dragon. Keen loses interest in chasing down Clear.
But still public, it's just not an execution.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because he's fine.
I mean, if it's not there.
I think that Keen is, together with Chovy, one of the best players we have in the LCK for this. This is the Hail Mary Atlas. No Infinity Edge done. Can Diablo and his crew make it happen?
We'll see whether we can get this heroic entrance into a good position from Vikla as Duro just trying to keep him busy as best he can. Crashes out of there. The rest of Gen G ebbing around.
It's a good amount of damage.
Yeah, Ruler staying back onto this Baron here as well. As, all right, there's the Cyclone engage. Ruler flashes dead, and he's dead to start this one off, but Diablo is also in trouble. Another heroic entrance comes down this one, courtesy of Gen G.
He's alive!
Oh, okay, that's Canyon going through as Toby will be able to find the Jinx in the backline. He's still at full health. Oh God! Can they stop this guy from just destroying all of them?
No, they cannot, Atlas!
Kellen can't move away. He's just not able to, as he does actually use the Abyssal Dive to get himself out of there.
How did he?
No
Gen flash on Ruler, but no flash on Raptor as well.
Toby has Devour picked up here as well as he dashes forward, doesn't find the chains. As, okay, that is a decent escape as we can see. But B&K,
Diablo must have the...
they're very healthy.
Chronicle,
there's an opportunity here. As, never mind. Raptor is going to get turned on. Warrior Trickster not going to quite buy him the time that he was looking for. As Magnus Storm onto 3. That's the engage that Gen G were looking for. Diablo thrown around like a rag doll. And without that damage, they are all on the floor. Keen should be the one calling for a penta, though. As you can see, chasing after Vikla. Clear going to be kept busy as Ruler not going to be able to get a penta out of this one. It is, at best, a full house. Keen's full of Rulers. And they're not even going to get that because I don't know whether Vikla is going to allow it. But still, Gen G are not going to allow this game to go on for any longer. A 2-0 in the end for this Gen G squad. But we will all remember, those of us who watched will remember that game one from B&K, one of the greatest that we're going to see out of this squad, I swear. One of the greatest games.